Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Depending on where you are in this world, God bless you. This is Gloria White coming to you from Utah, USA. Today we're going to read from the Greek Septuagint. We are in the book of Zachariah in chapter 11. Open thy doors, O Lebanon, and let the fire devour thy cedars. Let the pine howl, because the cedar has fallen. For the mighty men have been greatly afflicted. Howl, ye oaks of the land of Bashan, for the thickly planted forest has been torn down. There is a voice of a shepherd's mourning, for their greatness is brought low, a voice of roaring lions, for the pride of Jordan is brought down. Thus saith the Lord Almighty, feed the sheep of the slaughter, which their possessors have slain, and have not repented. And they that sold them said, Blessed be the Lord, for we have become rich, and their shepherds have suffered no sorrow for them. Therefore I will no longer have mercy upon the inhabitants of the land, saith the Lord. But behold, I will deliver up I will deliver up the men, every one into the hand of his neighbor, and into the hand of his king, and they shall destroy the land, and I will not rescue out of their hand. And I will tend the flock of slaughter in the land of and I think that's supposed to be Canaan. It's here in this Greek Septuagint, Chananan. And I will take for myself 2 rods. The one I called Beauty, the other I called Line, Line. And I will tend the flock, and I will cut off 3 shepherds in 1 month. And my soul shall grieve over them, for their souls cried out against me. And I said, I will not tend you. That which dies, let it die, and that which falls off, let it fall off. And let the rest eat every one the flesh of his neighbor. And I will take my beautiful staff, and cast it away, that I may break my covenant which I made with all the people. And it shall be broken in that day. And the Canaanites, the sheep that are kept for me, shall know that it is the word of the Lord. And I will and I will say to them, if it be good in your eyes, give me my price, or refuse it. And they weighed for my price 30 pieces of silver. And the Lord said to me, drop them into the furnace, and I will see if it is good metal, as I was proved for their sakes. And I took the 30 pieces of silver, and cast them into the furnace in the house of the Lord. And I cast away my 2nd rod, even line, Line, that I might break the possession between Judah and Israel. And the Lord said to me, take yet to thee shepherd's implements, belonging to an unskillful shepherd. For behold, I will raise up a shepherd against the land. He shall not visit that which is perishing, and he shall not seek that which is scattered, and he shall not heal that which is bruised, nor guide that which is whole. But he shall devour the flesh of the choice ones, and shall dislocate the joints of their necks. Alas, for the vain shepherds that have forsaken the sheep! The sword shall be upon the arms of such a one, and upon his right eye. His arm shall be completely withered, and his right eye shall be utterly darkened. The burden, and that's the end of that chapter. And now we're going to go to the King James Version, to chapter 11 in the book of Zachariah. Chapter 11. Open thy doors, O Lebanon. This Lebanon represents the temple. That the fire may devour thy cedars. Howl, fir tree. And this is like a very flammable tree. Think of it like a pine. For the cedar is fallen, because the mighty are spoiled. Howl, O ye oaks of Bashan, for the forest of the vintage is come down. There is a voice of the howling of the shepherds, for their glory is spoiled or in ruins. A voice of the roaring of young lions, for the pride or the thicket or floodplain of Jordan is spoiled or in ruins. Thus saith the Lord my God, feed the flock, and here it's translated, for the slaughter. Those possessors slay them, their owners, whose owners slay them, and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. And their own shepherds pity them not. Now these shepherds are supposed to be the priests that are supposed to be teaching and guiding the people, but they're not. And the poor aren't even crying out to the Lord. So, for I will have no more pity in the inhabitants of the land, saith the Lord. But lo, I will deliver the men, every one into his neighbor's hand, and into the hand of his king, and they shall smite or attack the land, and out of their hand I will not deliver them. And I will feed the flock for slaughter, even you, O poor of the flock. Even you is, in particular, the poor. And I took unto me 2 staves or staffs. The one I called beauty, which is grace, and the other I called bands, which is unity, and I fed the flock. 3 shepherds also I cut off in 1 month, and my soul loathed them, and their soul also abhorred me. Then said I will not feed you. That dieth, let it die, and that is cut off, let it be cut off, and let the rest eat every one the flesh of another. And I took my staff, even beauty, which is grace, and cut it asunder, that I might break my covenant which I had made with all the people. Here, when God had made the covenant with Abraham, here God is using his staff, grace, or here it's called beauty, and he's going to use it to break the covenant that he had with the people of Israel. He's so upset with them. And I took my staff, even beauty, and cut it asunder, that I might break my covenant which I had made with all the people. And it was broken in that day. And so the poor of the flock that waited upon me knew that it was the word of the Lord. So the poor, they recognized what was happening. And here in verse 12 is an unfulfilled prophecy. And I said unto them, if ye think good, and this translates into, if you are agreeable, give me my price, or wages. And if not, forbear, or refrain. So they weighed for my price, or my wages, 30 pieces of silver. Who did they pay 30 pieces of silver for? For Judas to betray Jesus Christ. This is Jesus. This is the price that they paid for Jesus. And the Lord, in verse 13, is another unfulfilled prophecy. And the Lord said unto me, cast it unto the potter, a goodly price. And this here is that princely price that I was prized at of them, or valued at by them. Remember, Judas went to the to the Pharisees, and they paid him 30 pieces of silver for Jesus, for him to betray Jesus. That's what they valued him at. Then I cut asunder mine other staff, even bands, or unity, that I might break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel. This is where Judah and Israel are separated. And the Lord said unto me, take unto thee yet the instruments of a foolish shepherd, In other words, the tools that they use for sacrifices. Take it away from them. They're not even capable. They're so far strayed away that it's impossible for them to perform their priestly duties. For lo, I will raise up a shepherd in the land, which shall not visit those that be cut off, neither shall seek the young one, nor heal that is broken, nor feed that standeth still. But he shall eat the flesh of the fat, and tear their claws, and these claws are hooves, in pieces. Woe to the idle shepherd, or worthless shepherd, that leaveth the flock! Explanation point. Sword shall be upon his arm, or against his arm, and upon his right eye, and against his right eye. His arm shall be clean dried up, or completely dried up, and his right eye shall be utterly darkened, or blinded. So he's just going to unarm them. And since they're treating the people as if they're blind and can't see what's happening, he's going to just pluck out their right eye and cut off their right arm. God is not happy here. He is so upset. He's talking about how they betrayed Jesus, how he is going to separate Judah from Israel, and how he's going to take grace, the covenant, he's going to break it. And this is what's happening here. This is what Zachariah is telling us that the Lord said to him. So tomorrow we'll go into chapter 12, and now we're going to go over to Psalms 91 that we're working on memorizing, and today we're going to pick up another verse. We'll pick up verse 4. And so let's see, I'm going to get my Bible open for that. Now I'm ready, so I hope you're going to follow over there. Some people are very excited about this memorization. Others are lagging a little behind, but I'm encouraging you to catch up, because there's 16 verses in total, and we're only on verse 4. So I'll see you over there, and as always, I love you.